Hey everybody, so this video is all of the solutions for the word problems from last week. We have 3 different frames, 4 different questions. I have all the answers on here and the strategies for solving them. So go ahead and watch along, go fix your word problems. Let me know that you want it to be regraded and you are on your way to getting an A+. Let's take a look right here. So solutions, basic word problems. We have a few requirements. Write a complete answer sentence, show all of your work. If you just write the answer and you get it right, you can still fail this assignment. So you have to have your work and the answer sentence written completely. The first question says, there are 30 students at lunch. If 1/3 of them have a sack lunch, how many students brought their lunch to school that day? Go ahead and underline the important parts. 30 students, 1/3, and then you have to know that bringing a sack lunch is the same thing as bringing their lunch. So it's the same people, right? So 30 times 1/3 is the same thing as 30 divided by 3, which is 10. But the first thing you need to do is actually write your answer sentence out. Blank students brought their lunch to school that day, and once you solve, put your answer in there. If you always start with the answer sentence, then you won't have to remember each time to add it. If that's your first step, you'll always have the complete answer ready to go. And it's the best opportunity to double check to make sure you're actually answering the question. Number 2, there are 18 people in a movie theater watching Harry Potter. If 1/6 of them sat in the back row, how many people are in the back row? So it is multiplication. So 1/6 times 18. Now, with multiplication, you can have it either way, right? 30 times 1/3, 18 times 1/6, 1/6 times 18. The order doesn't matter in multiplication. It's always the same. Now, when you're multiplying fractions, you can add over 1, or you can just think of it as 18 divided by 6, right? So 1 times 18 is 18, 6 times 1 is 6, 18 divided by 6 is 3. There are 3 people in the back row. Don't forget your full answer sentence. Don't forget to underline the important parts. So I showed you 2 different ways to do this one. There are 1,456 students at Roosevelt Middle School. They are having a field day and each need to be split into 12 equal groups. How many students will be in each group? Well, so the first way I did was the big 7 that I taught you. So we're taking 1,456 and we're dividing it by 12. With the big 7, you bring down that long 7, and we're going to put our partial quotients here on the side. So right off the bat, you see here that I picked 100 because 12 times 100 is 1,200. So I can take my partial quotient, partial answer here, 100. 12 times 100 is 1,200. Subtract to see how much left, how many students do I have left to multiply to. So I take out that first 100 equal groups, 1,200 students, I'm taking them away. I have 256 students left. Now 12 times 20 is 240. I'm doing this because I'm like, well, 12 times 10 is 120. 12 times 20, 240. So I take 20 more groups out to get 240. And how many do I have left? I subtract. I have 16 left. 12 times 1, because I can only take one more group of 12 out. 16 minus 12, and I have 4 students left. So when I add up all my partial quotients, 100 plus 20 plus 1, I have 121. But because that last group of students had 16, I was only able to make one more equal group. So there are 4 students that don't have any group. So my answer sentence was, there will be blank students in each group, 121. But since there are 4 left over, I have to also continue. There will be 4 students who do not have a group. And if they are, they'll have, if the groups have to be equal. So it's a remainder 4. That was the big 7. For normal long division, 1,456, all right, divided by 12. So we start with the ones, or the thousands place. The 12 doesn't go in. So 12 has to go into the hundreds place. So there are 14 hundreds. So you can only go in one time for 12. So 14 minus 12. We have over 2 left in the hundreds place. So we bring down the 5. So 12 goes into 25 2 times for 24. So 12 times 2 is 24. We subtract to see how many are left in the tens place. There's 1. So there's 10 left. We bring down the 16. 12 goes into 16 one time, right? 16 minus 12 is 4, remainder 4. You can choose either method, the big 7, which you get to see kind of how I'm dividing the place values, or you can use the more compact long division algorithm. Question number 3. There is a playoff basketball game at Prairie High School. Every seat is full in the bleachers. If there are 26 rows of bleachers and you can fit 158 people in each row, how many people are at the game? Let's always underline important information. So 26 rows and 158 people. So this is basically 26 rows times 158 people per row. Every seat is full. So we line it up 158 times 26. So we do our ones place first. So 6 times 8 is 48. 8. Regroup the 4 in the tens place. 6 times 5 is 30, plus 4 is 34. We have a 4. And then we regroup the 3 in the hundreds place. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 3 is 9. So 6 times 158 is 948. Now we move to the 2, the tens place. This isn't really a 2, it's really a 20, because there's a 2 in the tens place. So we have to put a 0 on our next row, because 20 times something is the same as 2 times something with that 0 at the end from the 20. So now we start in the tens place. 2 times 8 is 16. The 6, regroup the 1. 2 times 5 is 10, plus the 1 from the previous group. So that's 11. Put our 1 here, regroup the 1. 2 times 1 is 2 again, plus 3. Oh, no, not 3. Plus the 1 from the previous group will be 3. So now we have 6. We have the ones place multiplied. We have the tens place multiplied. We have to add those together. 8 plus 0 is 8. 4 plus 6 is 10. We group the 1. 9 plus 1 is 1. And, 9 plus 1 is 10. Plus 1 is 11. Regroup the 1 to get 1 plus 3 is 4. There are 4,108 people at the basketball game. So there are your answers. There's how you're solving them. Double check your work. Make sure it's good. This is how you can get an A+. Any questions, email me. Come to study hall. I'll see you then. Fix your work. Make it good. And have a great day.